Okay, hello. Is anybody here? Is anybody here? Are we gonna get anybody here to the Lewis Schaffer Uncooked? Hold on 1 second. Stay right there. I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna be right back in a second. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I've got to get up. All right, welcome, day 172. This is the night stream, fridge side chat, or maybe fridge chat. Thank you for coming. MC Scott is here. Thank you everybody for coming. This is Lewis Schaffer Uncooked. I guess that's I guess that's what we're gonna call. That's what we call it. We call Lewis Schaffer Uncooked. Uncooked. Thank you everyone for watching, for watching and listening. We had a special. My friend Doug in New York watched a bit of the show, which is nice. Which is nice. I don't. I think if you've got friends, they should watch the show, but that's unusual for me to have watched the show, and he didn't criticize it that much. He just said he didn't criticize. He said it was only on for 10 minutes. He's not going to watch the entire thing. He was only on it for 10 minutes. And what he said was, how can I talk for... Anyway, good evening. Girl from Mars is here. Hello, girl from Mars. I have eaten today. Let's talk about what I've eaten today, girl from Mars. I don't know why you'd care what I eat for today, but I have eaten 200 and 2,235 calories. I'm going to say that's what I've had. 200. Who knows? Who knows? If I'm down 100 grams tomorrow, I will have eaten the right amount. I mean, I think that's probably the right amount to maintain my weight, but I'd like to be a bit thinner. Anyway, Anyway, Alex is here. Hello, Alex. And Gnome Hunter is here. He writes hello properly. My PC got a black screen for some reason. Can you see it now? Can you see this now? I don't know whether I should. Is this screen bright enough? I can't tell. I'm gonna go check here. I'm gonna go check here. I mean, I've got another light, which I'm not sure I'm going to put on. I've been watching a few things in between, and I mean, what's going on in Somalia is unbelievable, really, in America. And if Donald Trump does what he says he's going to do, from what I've heard, a lot of Mexicans, remember America's right next to a Mexico, have left the country because they know if they're caught in America with illegal papers or non-papers or whatever they call the illegal immigrants, they won't be allowed back for 20 years. And they want to come back. They want to come back. So a lot of them have left. Have left. Have left. Which is, I think, is making America a better place because it's costing a fortune illegal immigrants into the country. Maybe it's costing this country a fortune to have me. Possibly, it could possibly be the case. I don't know. So thank you very much. I'm not looking at anybody on the screen right now. I'm just talking. I'm just talking because I want to see what this thing is. There we go. This screen it looks like it's blocked. No, now it's moving. Is it moving? I can't tell. I can't tell if it's moving. Okay, a lot of people have pressed the whatchamacallit, the thumbs up. That's really important to me. It's really important to me. What do you think about having a new light on here? Do we need a light? Do we need a light? I'm not sure we need a light. We'll just go there for a second. Anyway, please smile for me. Smile. I wish I could smile. I'm smiling at you. I'm looking at Girl from Mars. Beautiful, beautiful Girl from Mars. Okay, let's see. I'm on the phone now, Gnome Hunter says, but I'm tinkering with this godforsaken. Oh, yeah, yeah. What are you going to be able to do? So your screen is black. What can cause a black screen? Is maybe press the on and off. This happened to me. Do you remember that? Remember one of the earlier shows? The screen went black. It was because I had turned off the screen, the whatchamacallit, the on the computer screen. So there we go. So we're smiling for Girl from Mars. I ate a jacket, cheese, and butter. Oh my God, a jacket potato. Chuffed to F with myself. Yeah, that's amazing. That's really, really great. That is, oh my God, I want one of those myself. I don't have any potatoes, but I love potatoes. I mean, that's a round of applause for one of the most amazing foods. You know, it's like pizza. Pizza, potatoes with cheese and butter is like amazing. Add extra butter, add extra cheese. Go start from there. Homemade chili. Homemade chili. I love chili, but without the beans and without the sauce. 15 Oreo. I don't really love chili that much. I never make it, but it could be good. It has been good. It has been good. It's like whatever you call it, spaghetti bolognese. That's what chili is. It's amazing. The Mexicans don't add beans to that chili. Wow, that was beautiful, Lewis. Thank you. Okay, well, thank you very much for asking for that. The benefit cap is purely for votes from the Somalis and the Bangladeshis. Only 14% of third kids in families are white. Yes, that is so true. That is so true. And it appears, and I don't know whether I should say this or not because I'm not 100% sure, but it appears that they, you know, whatever her name is, Rachel Reeves and Keir Starmer lied to the British people. They lied to the British people to say this is why we have to raise taxes. We're raising taxes because there's a big black hole, but there wasn't a black hole because they're lying CNTS. They're lying. They're horrible. Horrible. Lewis, you look like you're sitting on the toilet. Kind of I am because it's where it's a desktop here and let me turn the light on. How was that? That could be a bit brighter. A bit brighter. Oh yeah, it's brighter. Yeah, well, no, yeah. Do I look like I'm sitting on the toilet? It's usually a power supply issue or something to do with the graphics card, drivers, or physical damage. I had to restart it, but my issue was that I hadn't saved my game. Oh my God. Well, you're 20 years old. That's why you've got a game. My son over here plays tons of games. I used to play games, and then I realized it's a complete and utter waste of time. I played SimCity 2000 back in the 90s. That's a long time ago, and I didn't play many games since then. Anyway, Fenerbahce drew with we can't talk about politics. But remember that guy who came in there? Fenerbahce drew with Galatasaray. We were so close to greatness. Okay. Well, let's hope you win. I don't know what's going on right now, but I do hope you win. I do. Let me see if I've missed any of the comments so far. No, I don't think I have. Anyway, well, thank you guys for coming in. I mean, thinking about Rachel Reeves, it's like this country's in trouble. This country, because I speak to my friend, my rich friend, and he's got a house in New York and a house in London, and he pays close attention to London. What's going on in London? I think that's the Turkish Derby. Yeah, there's two Turkish teams. Which team do we support? Chili. I'd forgotten I like chili. Great on a jacket potato. Yes, that's also great. The most important thing is not the potato, but the stuff you put on it. The cheese or the beef, right? Put the beef on the jacket potato. Put the beef on the jacket potato. Is that a bit blurry? But yeah, calling Turkish football politics is the realest thing I've heard all day. Yeah, it is politics. Well, some teams we support. Whereas I don't know if ever not. I don't know which one we support. I don't know if it's possible to support. Which one is the least Islamic? That's the one I'm going to support. I don't know whether that's horrible to say, but that's what I'm thinking. Columbo used to eat his bowl of chili with crackers broken into it. Yeah, we used to have crackers. Remember you don't see those crackers anymore. Those saltine crackers. We used to call them saltine crackers. I don't know what they're called in this country. Any idea what you call a saltine cracker? I'm gonna look at what a saltine cracker is because I don't think you know what I'm talking about. Salted. They're like mini car crackers, but they're not. In America, we call them saltine crackers. They're basically very salty crackers. Crackers. Saltine crackers, UK. Premium, are they? Do they have those in this country? Yes, saltine available. Popular brands, yeah, they are now available. I guess saltine crackers are available. They're very salty. They're very salty. You could buy them here, but what are they called? What saltine crackers? What are they called in this country? Anybody know? While I'm not looking at the screen, what are saltine crackers called in the UK? I'll say England. Savory biscuits? They don't have a direct equivalent of saltine crackers. Water biscuits, they're like car water biscuits, but thinner and saltier. And saltier. That's what they're called. They're thinner and they're saltier. I should have let you see this, or maybe not. It's not that interesting. It's not that interesting, but I should let you see it. That's what saltine crackers and crackers. They're like, yes, thank you, Alex. They're like cream crackers, but they're like cream crackers, but they're not cream crackers. Cream crackers are less salty. And I used to eat cream crackers whenever I was out with my kids being a really good mom. I would carry cream crackers with me in case they got hungry because I used to feed them all the time, which isn't good, which is why one of the kids is FAT. And it's not good. But I thought to myself, the only way they would ask for the crackers is if they were hungry because it's not candy. If you carry candy, Ritz biscuits, no, Ritz biscuits are different. Ritz biscuits are like cheese. Mark the Rosian is here. Thank you very much, Mark. It's great to be FridgeSide with you. So I would carry these cream crackers, and if they were hungry, I thought they would ask for a cream cracker. But people get addicted to eating food when they're bored, which is what I do. Gnome Hunter says hello, Mark. It's like a Ritz cracker, but it's not. They're very tasteless and they're very salty, and they're small. They're like a Ritz cracker in that they're small. They're like this size. This size. Okay. Personally, says Gnome Hunter, I like Galatasaray because they come from the nicest part of town. Fenerbahce and Bestikis are meh. I didn't know that. Okay. I think they are sea salt crackers here. Okay, let's see what they say about that. I just finished a tub of sour cream, Alex says. Sour cream and onion Pringles. They are very addictive. Yeah, I remember when Pringles first came out in America. That's how long ago it was. I was 15 years old, so that's 63 years ago. So let's go over here. Let's go over here. Sea salt. We're looking up what Darkland said, which is sea salt crackers. We're looking it up. We're in the kitchen right now. Excuse me, Studio One. Sea salt crackers. Let's see what it says. Sea salt crackers. Well, they're called saltines in America. Maybe it is. Maybe that's the right answer, Darklands. That's the right answer. The other popular products. Let's see what it says. Crisp and savory, baked light and crisp with sea salt for a versatile snack. Now running the second generation. Sea salt crackers. Okay, very interesting. Very. Did you know this? Are we learning something, everybody? I'm not sure we're learning something. We're going to learn something. We're learning something. Okay, I'm putting back the full screen on for you. Ritz crackers are not cheesy, Lewis. They've ruined them, by the way. Why are they not cheesy, Lucy Van Pelt? Why are they not cheesy? Pringles are shite now, too. I mean, yeah, they're probably shite because they used to be, they stopped cooking them in the good oil in the good fats, probably. Speaking of Ritz biscuits, I had about 15 of them the other night with cheese and pickle. But you don't mean pickles, you mean pickle like jam, whatever pickle is. It's jam. It's like a kind of jam made with savory stuff. You're definitely out of control. Yeah, I've been there. I know what that's like. Let's take a deep breath, Joe, and let me get my book. Don't go anywhere. Everybody, go go to Twitter. Make sure you're on Twitter and write me a note on Twitter. I respond generally. Hiya, Joe. Okay. Ritz definitely have cheese. Note to them, they are salty enough, but they don't have like a crisp layer of salt on them the same way. MC Scott says that they have cheese on them. They have cheese. What did I miss anybody here? Um, and it's not risk. Big risk. I mean, whatever it's called. Um, Ritz. The crackers are like cars crackers, except they're small. They're small. They come into packages. They used to come into wax paper packages. They don't anymore. And then on top is salt, is like a sprinkling of salt, like the sea salt. Who was the person who said that? I think that was the right thing. But Lucienne says they're not cheesy. They used to be made with cheese. Let's check this out while we're here, as part of our relaxing evening stream. This is going to be a relaxing evening. So I'm feeling a bit relaxed, and I'm going to just take it easy. Let's go over here. Our Let's just see what the answer is. Nothing personal, whether you're right or wrong. Are Ritz Ritz crackers crackers made with cheese? Okay, we're looking. We're looking what it says. Yes, it's made contain cheese. The ingredients include cheese powder, and the sandwich versions contain a cheese spread made with semi-soft cheese powder. Is that cheese? Cheese powder. What the hell is cheese powder? With cheese powder. What is cheese powder? I don't even know what cheese powder is. Can you see that, everybody? I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if you can see that. Can you see that? Uh, Jackson, Mississippi, developed a small round called the Jackson. The company was bought by Nabisco, National Biscuit Company, big company based out of New York. Introduced Ritz cracker in 1934, looking to compete with a similar Hi-Ho cracker made by Sunshine Biscuits. They basically put Sunshine Biscuits out of business. Uh, they're available in the UK. In the UK, some kind of shrinkflation going on. Of course, there's going to be shrinkflation. I mean, Ritz crackers, I thought were really good. I never really liked them that much. They were a bit too flavorsome for me. Did you like Ritz crackers? Let's find out what's going on here. Okay. So we're talking about what Joe can do because she ate too much of too much stuff, and I've got my book here. Easy way to stop smoking. I'm on page 18 only. No, that can't be right. 18. I'm on 18. How did that happen? I thought I'd be on like page 50 or something. And what does it say to do? It's basically, it's when I'm getting hungry, I'll think to myself, I'm going to read a page of my book about smoking. And then as I'm reading the smoking stuff, okay, as I'm reading the smoking stuff, I'm going to translate it into eating stuff. Lucy, Mark the Rosian, you could argue always been rubbish, but even more now. You could say that, yeah. I mean, probably when it was made, it wasn't rubbish. They actually had real ingredients. They didn't have fake ingredients. But then over time, speaking of Ritz biscuits, I had about 15, Joe says. Ritz were nice because they were salty and a bit sweet, but now they've lowered the salt and sugar content. Now they're just bland. Okay, can I believe I shouldn't question you because I don't want you to be mad at me because when you get mad at me, I get very prickly. I don't want you to be mad at me. I want you to care for me and to like me. But so let's go. We're going to go back to here and we're going to ask this question. We're going to ask this question. Let's see what they say. You're not the only one to say that. Aren't as salty as they used to be. They changed for the worst. When Nabisco sold, why do Ritz crackers taste so bland lately? Did you know this? There you go. Lucy is on. Lucy is very sensitive. Ritz crackers may taste bland due to change their recipe, the reduction or removal of salt and sugar, as well as alterations to the type of oil used. These changes, rancid oil. They don't use rancid oil. I hope, can be significant impact. Some consume significant decrease in salt content, which acts as a flavor enhancer. Without the salt, the buttery flavor may be less pronounced, and the overall taste can see substitution of sunflower oil and a blend of sunflower and canola oil with a potential for rancidity. That doesn't make sense. If I were them, I'd say there's no rancidity in our product. Always buy the party box size. The last 2 months, I got 2 boxes that had no salt on the crackers, even though it doesn't say less sodium, and the other one was fine. Or maybe the quality, the way they're making it, is not as good as it used to be. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I'll put up another one up here, and you can read that, and if it's interesting to you, you can this is what they say. And they're talking about blood pressure. They're talking about blood pressure. Okay, we're back on this thing now. It's the pause before he says generally. Now, is that me? I try to smoke. I try and smoke less and end up snacking. Well, that's what you've got to do. You've got to read this book. I think this is a big help to me. And you got to try. It's not always right because it says something. It says maybe I'm at a maybe no maybe I'm oh no I've read more than 17 pages. It says here something wrong, which is eating doesn't create hunger, and now we know that eating does create hunger. That's why people have to have more than one Ritz crisp because it creates a desire to have more. Okay. The salt is baked into the Ritz crackers, but they're lovely. I used to eat them raw, nothing on them at all. I don't know if you'd call that raw warmellion, but it's possible. Yes, Ritz with peanut butter. I can't eat peanut butter anymore, but I could see how you could enjoy that. would keep me going overnight as snacks. Yeah, well, peanut butter is better than some things. Taro destroyer. Okay. I don't know who you are, Taro Destroyer, but I'm going to ask you not to try to participate more, or I'm gonna block you. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to block you right now. I'm going to block you right now. What's going on here? There we go. Hold on, don't move. I don't think they've got cheese. They got maybe Kermit blocked him already. Very good job. Very good job for blocking him already. And maybe oh, we got the live chat. Let me just check the live chat. There you go. Well, did you take him off, Kermit? Am I blocking you? I don't see you either. Where are you? There it is. There it is, right there. Okay. All right, let's get back on track. All right, we're back on track. I hope we're back on track. Anyway, there we go. AI is wrong, says Lucy. Regular Ritz crackers have no cheese. I could believe that. I don't think cheese powder. I think if they had a vat of cheddar cheese, that's cheese. Crisps in the old days in England were plain Russ were plain flavor, and packet contains a little blue sachet of salt. And now that people are too lazy to put a little salt on it, and maybe it just saves them money. And they got to sit there and they got to have some worker put a thing of salt in there. That's probably why, Russ. Um, can you still buy cheesy football things? Could eat them right now. What are cheesy football things? Not sure. I used to love them. What is a cheesy football thing? I don't know what that is. Original Risk don't have cheese, Lucy Van Pelt. You are correct. The original ones. So you have to have ones that say with cheese added. Darkland says every time we had a Rivita cracker, which I loved Rivita crackers, it meant my mother was on a diet. Yes, I used to eat those as diet food. I used to eat matzah as diet food, but you should never eat carbs as diet food. Never, ever, ever eat carbs as diet food. Vanta and Lucy's like looking with her eyeglasses. I don't even know what that means. Don't know what that means. They've taken all the salt and sugar from our snacks. It's nanny state. Interesting. Interesting. Who is Captain Darling? Hello, Captain Darling McCuff. Are you calling? Is that what you're calling McCuff? Mr. Cuff is that? Piccalilli is lovely too on crackers. Yes. What exactly? I don't think I've ever had Piccalilli. You Piccalilli. You Piccalilli. It sounds so Southern American. McCuff, according to Gnome Hunter, says McCuff, like banning free refills for sugary drinks. I pay for free refills, therefore I'm getting my free refills. I know the risks and pay sufficient tax to treat them, but not Star. But no, Starmer said no. Yeah, you can't. Not that sugar is good for you. A little sugar is all right. A little sugar is all right. I mean, you can't trust the government to decide anything that's good for you. They're trying to kill us. Yes, yellow pickle is piccalilli, says girl from Mars. Pickle yellow, yeah, yellow pickle. I think my taste buds are coming back. Yeah, think about it. That. Sounds delicious. With cheese, a nice piece of cheese on a biscuit. That stuff is delicious. I mean, we could talk about this food because it's not for me. I'm not going to eat this food. I don't recommend you eating this food. But I think girl from Mars, would benefit from eating this. I think that, says Gnome Hunter. That wasn't even a person, but good to dispose of it. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Are we talking about bloody crackers? Well, you got to if you're gonna pick a lily, you gotta have the crackers, and you gotta have a nice big thick piece of cheddar cheese, the best cheese in the entire world. Well, it's one of the best. We're all says we're all crackers here. We are crackers. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'm calling myself a cracker, but you guys are crackers. I don't know if you. HB sauce was concocted to mask. I've heard that before. Didn't we discuss that the last time? I heard that before. I don't know if I believe that. If I believe there was mask that people didn't serve bad meat. What the sauces, I'm going to tell you, this is something you never hear, and this is my theory. The sauces are put on there because when you cook meat, you desiccate it, you dry it, you suck the life out of it. And so you need sauce, ketchup or HP or whatever, to make it seem like the meat is more alive. Plus, it's got sugar and salt in these sauces, and that basically alerts the body to eat more, makes it taste better. Those crisps with the salt packets taste so good without the salt. Yeah, I prefer them with low salt. I sometimes would used to take the chips and wash them and wash the salt off. Ready flavored crisps and cream crackers, both invented in Ireland. Okay, should I check that out, Lucy? Can you handle the truth, Lucy? We're going to check that out. Let's go up to the window capture. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. And we're going to go here. And then we're going to go here. Ready flavored salt and cream crackers. Invented in Ireland. Yes, according to AI. Yes, both flavored crisps and Lucy, thank you for this information, were invented in Ireland. Flavored crisps were invented in Dublin by Joe Murphy of Tayto. We had this discussion before. And cream crackers were invented by Joseph Horton in Dublin around 1885. I'm not sure I believe that, because I think cream crackers, whether you call them cream, that's like SeaTac. That's the kind of thing that they would eat. But that's quite interesting, Lucy. Round of applause for Lucy for providing this kind of information that we need. Thank you very, very much, Lucy. John, plenty of bad meat still there, ruining our country. Yes, well, there is a lot of bad meat in this country. Anything potato related originates from there, laugh out loud. They know the plant best than anyone in the world, Lucy. Yeah, so just anything to do with potato, you say it's Ireland, because you got to make something up to be interesting. I remember when I tried to lose weight, I went on the eating only potato diet. I don't recommend that. I may have a crisp addiction, says Alex. There's a picture of Westminster on the bottle. So what? That there's a picture of it. Does that make it true, John Miller? I don't think it does. Crisps with the skins are yummy. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, potato skins. I don't know. You got to be careful. They can poison you, the potatoes. Girl from Mars. Lewis, you are shot away. You're perfectly nuts. It's awesome. You are shot away. Is that an English saying? You're shot away. You're perfectly nuts. I don't know. I don't want to be nuts, but I think I'm a bit nuts. Maybe I get away with more stuff by being a bit nuts. If they ever say to me, "You said this and you did that," I say, "How do you believe me? I don't believe myself." I'm a bit nuts. And my friend, girl from Mars, she thinks I'm a bit nuts. Trucker from Reno is here. The Irish invented the chocolate teapot. What is the chocolate teapot? Trucker from Mars. We love our taters, Noam. Yeah, you do. You love potatoes. I mean, are they super healthy food? I don't think so. But are they food? I think so. Are they one of the cheapest foods to prepare? Which is why they became so big to feed the growing population of Ireland? Yes. Yes. They are too big. I mean, so are we going to find out what a chocolate teapot is? We're going to find out what a chocolate teapot is. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. The Troy is a bitty little bistro. It's a bistro by the sea. Which sea? Where is the sea? It's in Alderborough, IP. That's in England. That's over up there. I've been up there. It's beautiful up there. Let's see where it is, even though this is not the question we're asking. Oh, it's really nice. Alderborough is so beautiful. I've been there. I've been to Alderborough. It's in Suffolk. Yeah, it's really nice. That's all there is. Menus. Anyway, let's go back to this, the chocolate teapot. We're going to find out what is a chocolate teapot. What does the phrase "is useful as a chocolate teapot"? Okay. Oh, that's the phrase. That phrase means you could eat a chocolate teapot, but like a chocolate Easter egg, to that extent, maybe it would be useful, but not much of an use for making tea. Boiling water would cause it to quickly melt. Who came up with this saying? The chocolate teapot. Does it say where it's from? It's a joke phrase. Okay. It's a joke phrase, but that's good. That's good. I believe Lucy Van Pelt without checking out. I generally tend to believe what she says. She's one of the very bright girl. Yes, she is. I generally believe her, but I don't believe anybody. I went on a cabbage diet. I lost 10 kilograms and 4 friends from farting. Yeah, it makes you fart because it's got all the fiber in it, and it makes you fart. I'm guessing. I'm pretty sure that's what it does. Plants, you shouldn't eat plants. Don't eat plants. Only potato eating diet. Yeah, that's what I ate. There was a story from austerity years in Greece where one did eat that exact thing because he couldn't afford anything else. He almost died 3 months from it. Yeah. Well, that's not what the diet is. The diet was explained to me by Penn Jillette. I don't think he invented it. Do you know who Penn Jillette is? He's a comedian, and I don't think he invented it. But what he said was the way you lose weight is you pick one food. Maybe it's cabbage. It's cabbage or potatoes, whatever the food is, and you can eat as much of it as you want to eat. Whatever, just eat it as much. In any way you want to eat it, you can just eat it. Only cabbage. And you get so bored of it, and you get bored of eating, that you lose weight. But of course, it also says that potatoes don't have enough protein in it. They don't have enough of the nutrients in it. Maybe they got a little bit of vitamin C, but they're not healthy to eat all the time. So do not do that. Do not do that. John Miller says the Irish invented fisticuffs. Fisticuffs. Isn't that just punching each other? Sausage and tomato golden wonder. I've not had them for years. They were my favorite as a kid, says Mr. Cuff. Don't look up things, ask. Okay, I'll ask. It's better if I ask. I just thought you might want to see it as a form of like entertainment, Vatanai. Yeah, people trust Lucy. They do. She's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful girl. I've never seen what she looks like, but I could just tell. Just by talking to her. She's got like a lovely aura. Lovely aura. Ha. No. Chocolate teapot means a useless thing. Vatanai. I'm sorry. I looked it up. I should have waited. I shouldn't have just looked it up. It means a useless thing is a chocolate teapot. Trucker from Reno, says Lewis. What kind of cabbage would you eat at a top London hotel? I don't know. I think there's a joke in there, but I don't know. What should I eat? I would put tons of butter on it because it's a food delivery system. Salad is an oil or fat delivery system, so I'd put tons of butter on it and salt. And does it taste good? I mean, it's not meat. It's not meat. I would say don't eat it. Anyone who tells me that they lost weight eating nothing but plants like lettuce or cabbage, okay, I tell them you could lose just as much, if not more, weight drinking poison every day. Well, Warmellian, I'm with you. Totally with you. Yes, it's a bit of poison. It's a bit of poison. That's what gives it that horrible flavor. I'm with you, Warmellian. Girl from Mars, I loved Bovril crisps. Yeah, well, that's something that I've gotten used to. Not used to, but a bit more receptive to. I never had. What do you call Bovril? I've had Bovril soup. I used to have Bovril soup, and then I thought to myself, why am I kidding myself with food? Just eat natural food. Eat whole food. You don't need to have soup that tastes like something. Just eat a piece of meat. Okay. I'm going to try and eat peaches only. Yeah, maybe. I would Google diet pen Gillette, PEN Gillette. I saw a study, according to Mark Therosian, where a guy lived on Oreos for a long period of time and his blood work and weight were improved. Yes, which suggests it's not what you eat, but how much you eat. No, that's not the point. The point is eating a high carb diet can make you lower your cholesterol level, but it's also not good for you. And I think that the guy who did that was what's the guy's name? I hate to say he's not a good-looking guy. I'm not going to say that. That's really horrible because he may watch me here, but I watch a lot of his videos. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to find out Oreo. I think it was an Oreo diet cholesterol. Oreos are bad for cholesterol. What is the guy's name? I forget the guy's name. There he is. There he is. He lowers cholesterol by eating this. There he is right now. There he is here. With Nick Norwitz. He's getting better looking. And there's Mark Hyman, who looks good. I don't know if I agree with his diet or whether he's gone carnivore. A lot of the people have gone carnivore over time. But that's true, Mark Therosian, Oreos, but you shouldn't eat Oreos. And it just proves that cholesterol is not a marker of good health. And low cholesterol is not a marker of good health. Look at Joe Biden, how horrible he looks. A Savoy. What is a Savoy? What is a Savoy again? What type of small cracker for cheese would you have at a top London hotel? I don't know. I don't have cheese. I never order cheese and crackers. Whatever they serve. I don't like the crackers that are all crumbly. I like a nice salt, a nice Cars biscuit. That's what I like. Oh, here's Lucy speaking. I used to prank young new hires in some workplaces by asking them to fetch tartan paint and skyhooks. Oh, you're one of those people. Lucy. Tartan paint. Tartan. But we call it plaid in America. Did you know that? You call it tartan here, but we call it plaid. Oreos are Twinkies. He did the thing with his name is Nick Norwitz. The guy who ate only McDonald's had to stop. Yeah, well, because you're eating a high carb diet. But when I am hungry and I'm near McDonald's, I will go in. I'll have a triple cheeseburger if they still have it. I'll have a cheeseburger, and And I won't eat the bread. But now lately I've been a bit loose, and loose, and I shouldn't eat the bread. But you could eat, but it's not that McDonald's is bad for you. It's the bread. It's got too much bread. It's the potatoes, which no longer are cooked in animal fat. It's the sodas, which have either sugar-based sodas or or fake sugar sodas. Do you miss Richard Simmons? No, no, I did. I never worried about it back then because I was not gay. And number two, I'm not saying he was gay, but maybe he was gay. And number two, I was not gay. And number two, I wasn't fat. I was a beautiful specimen of a young man. A young man. That's why when I'm with you women, I want you to just close your eyes and imagine you were the 23-year-old Lewis Schaffer. Lewis Schaffer. John, I think he has died now. I think he has. Has he died? I think he has died. Young trainee fishermen were told to shout, "Spurlash, Lucy. Spurlash." What does that mean, Spurlash? Morgan Spurlock. That was John Miller. A documentary was called Supersize Me. Yeah, it was. Well, what happened with him? I did see it. He wasn't healthy. He's trying to prove how unhealthy you could be by using the markers of the time. This was over 20 years ago. So high cholesterol was considered to be a bad thing. A bad thing. I found that telling people to ask for the long wait, quite funny. The long wait was funny, according to Vatanai. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, Mark says he died. Well, that's sad. How old was he when he died? He wasn't much older than I am. Let's find out. Can someone tell me how old he was? No. Spurlock died. He was only 53. Wow, that's so young. And how old was Richard Simmons? That's so tragic. That's like really young. Why did he die so young? The Supersize Me guy was actually a massive alcoholic at the time. Film was total BS. Well, most films are total BS, and I am a filmmaker. Well, at least an actor, whatever. Yeah, thank you, Lucy. But he was a massive alcoholic at the time. That's what I say. I say stop being an alcoholic, people. Stop being an alcoholic. Really bad, high toxicity. There we go. Look who's here. Kermit is here. It's a long stand, I thought. Weirdly enough, Tarot Destroyer wasn't a new account. Well, who was he? Was it? Thank you for blocking him. Thank you for blocking him. I mean, I almost didn't block him, but then you blocked him. Lewis. When they saw a wave hit the boat. I don't know what that means either. I never heard of that saying. Spurlock had been undergoing chemotherapy earlier in 2024 after being diagnosed with cancer. Yeah, chemotherapy will kill you. I'm against chemotherapy. If you get cancer, I'm against that. If I get cancer, no chemotherapy, no radiotherapy, and maybe a little surgery, possibly. But the way you get rid of cancer is by being on a low-carb diet. We're not discussing that. Anyway, we're not discussing cancer. Well, that's interesting, Kermit. He died in 2024. When was that documentary made? I think it was made in the 90s. So it was made when he was in his 20s. Can somebody tell me more about Morgan Spurlock, or do you want me to check it out? I'll check it out if you want me to check it out. I can go either way. Spurlash, young fisherman, fell for it. What does that mean, spurlash? What is a spurlash? Spurlash. No, could it have been made? Wow, that's only 20 years before. I thought it was made in the 90s when I was still in America. I've been here since 2000. Thank you, Mark Therosian. I appreciate the information. Very fast. Very, very fast. I appreciate that. We're all going to die. No, we can't talk about it, Noam. How do you Dietary change is prevented a minute to a minute degree. It doesn't treat it anyway. It's best for this to be left alone. So why did you print that out? You want an argument. Yes, that's also true. Any disease that happens in the last 5 years, Vatanai says, makes you question it. It makes you question it. I'm with you. You can't trust these people, especially with the. Am I allowed to use the name for what it is? I'm afraid to even talk about it. I'm afraid they'll demonetize. I'm demonetized already, but I'm afraid that they'll say we're not happy that you actually caused it a JAB. Give up. Yeah, I've given up. I didn't talk about it. The documentary suicide. Thank you, Kermit, for this information. The documentary Supersize Me 2, Holy Chicken, was set to be released in 2017 until Spurlock wrote a social media post saying he had a history of sexual misconduct. Oh, interesting. What they blocked him, they Me Too'd him because he said that. Well, what's his history? I mean, people didn't know that in advance. Or maybe he was afraid it was going to come out. And what kind of sexual misconduct? I've had sexual misconduct, a lot of sexual misconduct, premature ejaculation. I've had inability to get it up. I've had all kinds of sexual. Anyway, referring to himself as part of the problem, leading to a distribution drop in his resignation from the production company. The film was instead distributed in 2019 by Samuel Goldwyn Films. So there was a 2-year delay. And so he was trying to win brownie points with the leftist community. I think that's what that means. Is that what it means, Kermit? Win brownie points. On Wiki, there is no mention of Spurlock being a heavy drinker. Interesting. Well, maybe you just do a Google search or something, Lewis. No, Lewis, the bloody spurlash thing. What is a spurlash? What does that mean? He was effing chickens. Yes, says John Miller. That's very funny. Is that misconduct? Maybe the chickens wanted it. Maybe they asked for it. Maybe they were, who knows what chicken. I got to be careful. I've got to be careful with what I say because Lucy is always watching me. I thought Spurlock was a fairly healthy guy according to his blood work. And McDonald's totally ruined him. Yeah, well, it just goes to show, first of all, they don't know what healthy blood work is, and they're wrong most of the time. And number two, yeah. So Lucy, this is what Lucy says. There's a man called Don Gorsk, who has eaten a McDonald's Big Mac nearly every day for 50 years. He's eaten more than 30,000 Big Macs. He's now over 70 and in good health. Yeah, well, what's the bad thing in a Big Mac? What would I say the bad thing in a Big Mac? It's relatively high in carbs, I would say. That's the bad thing. I mean, it's made with toxic seed oil, a little bit of toxic seed oil. But if you eat a good diet, and you can have one bad thing, it's like me having the croissant. You could have, or the French having one croissant a day. You could do it. It's all the other junk that we're eating. It's all the other stuff. But that's a very good point, Lucy. Very good. We're doing a very good job as on the post. Okay. And Mark Therosian, he says, I've seen that guy, Lucy. Now, Kermit says, the film depicts an experiment Spurlock conducted in 2003 in which he claimed he ate 3 McDonald's meals every day and nothing else for 30 days, although he later disclosed that he also drank copious what? Amount of alcohol. Yeah. So maybe you can blame the alcohol on whatever the blood things were. I wasn't even interested in food back then. I thought I was beautiful, but I was a horrible looking man. Now I'm gorgeous now. Now I'm gorgeous. Gnome Hunter says, Lucy, he is really over 70. I had seen a video of him but he barely looked over 60. 60. I can't remember how long ago the video was, though. Okay, let me explain this, or my own explanation, Noam, and you could put your own explanation. Is anybody who has a McDonald's Big Mac a day, number one, for 50 years, is incredibly disciplined. He sticks to something and does it every single day. Two, he makes sure that he eats a balanced meal in a way. He eats some meat. And that has 3 patties is a Big Mac. So that's quite amazing. Number 3, he has to go out to McDonald's. So he meets people at McDonald's. He leaves the house, and that's healthy stuff. So he does at least 3 healthy things. He goes out, he's disciplined, and he eats some meat. He's not a vegetarian. But remember, Lucy, this is what Mark Therosian says, Spurlock was having huge amounts for breakfast and dinner, not just a Big Mac once a day. Yeah, I mean, and within the McDonald's meal, even at that time, was stuff that was unhealthy, really, like the apple pie, which I loved. I loved the apple pie. But how many of those can you eat? What was he eating? The chips, the fries, whatever we call them. They were delicious. Okay, or sex pants from across the office. He also walked 3 miles a day. Did they say that? Yes. He probably walked to McDonald's, and that's got to be good for you. 3 miles is like 8,000 steps or something. Lucy. Noam is speaking to Lucy here. Everyone's talking to Lucy. I talk to Lucy. Everybody talks to Lucy. Lucy. Well, I'd struggle to call it food proper. It's just streamlined, heavily processed product. Tastes good, but is still iffy at best. I personally don't buy half the stuff people claim about them. About what? I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Spurlock. I missed your quote, Kermit. Let me just go back to this. Spurlock recounts settling a sexual harassment allegation brought by his assistant at his production company, Warrior Poets, for verbal harassment, including yelling at her as hot pants. Well, was she wearing hot pants? And big deal. Women back in the day used to be able to handle stuff like that, and now they can't. That's what it's bad. That's what you mean by sex pants from across the office. Okay, I didn't see the first part of that, Kermit. But that's interesting. I'm glad I went back to look. If ever I miss something, don't read something, remember, just come and say, hey, Lewis. Hey, Lewis. Hey, Lewis. Lucy. Okay. Lewis. Now, Mark Therosian, look up the ingredients of McDonald's burger and chips. It's on the website, but it wasn't always that bad. 50 years ago, it was almost like natural food. Okay, what are the ingredients? I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not great. I don't believe in eating it. I don't believe in eating cooked food. I'm with you, Mark. You're not going to get an argument out of me. Would you like an argument from me? I don't believe in eating cooked foods. And McDonald's is very cooked. It's cooked. It's cooked. And U.S. McDonald's is worse than the UK McDonald's. Probably it is, because we let people eat what they want to eat. And they should. We don't need the government telling us, but it should be marked. The government should be there to force people to mark the food. Maybe that's not even necessary. What do you think? Do you think that's not necessary? They don't need to, we can sue them. I believe in the legal system. God forbid he really has 666 counts, laugh out loud. We have 664. Who is this? Who are we talking about with 666 accounts? No, Hunter. Do we ever argue? You do. You don't argue, but you disagree. I mean, in theory, you should say, this is a cult, and we're not going to question anything that you say. But you don't do that. You do question what I say, especially that Lucy woman. He's always questioning me. Jedster comes in. Jedster YT. Lewis, how many people did you call hot pants or sex pants at GB News? Now I was pretty well behaved, but this woman's called me a misogynist. This woman, and and I wasn't even bad to her, but I have been bad to people. I have been bad to people. And women are more and more sensitive now. You talk to a woman and they go, oh, what does he mean? McDonald's fries in the U.S. contain 19 ingredients, including additives, says Kermit, like dextrose, which is sugar, methaxyloxane. What is that, to keep them from sticking together? While the UK version has two types of oil and dextrose. Yeah, but what, yeah, okay, yeah. Girl from Mars. I remember jizz in the chicken nuggets 20 years ago. Probably bollocks. Who knows? Yeah, that's how they can destroy your thing. Um, okay, there we go. What happened? How did I go see that? I never called anybody hot pants, Jedster. I never did. I never did. I never did. I should. I should. I mean, I'm very shy when it comes to people. I know you think that I'm wild. I'm lovely. I'm the loveliest guy with women. I'm a feminist. I care about women. I'm just caring and loving. I'm loving. That's why it's so painful when people say that I'm horrible when I'm such a lovely, lovely person. Aren't I lovely? Okay, there we go. Oh my God, he does too. Well, I'll do it too. But thank you very much, Kermit. In the U.S., even Quaker Oats have tons more numbers and sugar compared to ours. Yes, they do. But you shouldn't be eating Quaker Oats either, Mark DeRosie. You shouldn't. We shouldn't be eating that food. We should not be eating Quaker Oats or oats. The fries in the U.S., says Kermit, are colored yellow to look like the photos on the menu. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, and the word goes around, and then they change it. But you know what they? Yeah, yeah. You shouldn't color it yellow. You shouldn't color yellow. I've been called worse in a male-dominated office situation. I just gave back as good as I got. Yeah, I remember. Yes, that's the way it used to be. And I'm a guy, but that's the way it used to be. 19 ingredients for chips. Laugh out loud, says Kermit. Yes, it's a bit shocking. It's like proper shocking. It's really, really shocking. Um, it's like proper shocking. Okay, proper shocking, as we English people like to say. Girl from Mars. She's laughing and laughing. Who are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? Girl from Mars. Food is amazing. It's amazing. That's why we've got to fight. We've got to have a book with us every time we want to eat something. We read this book about smoking. Maybe he's got a book about eating. Maybe I should write this book about eating, about what he's saying, and as we're reading it, as we're reading this book, we don't eat it. We don't eat it. I've had 2,300 calories today. I remember Jamie Oliver and the chicken nuggets. John Miller says, yes, I do too. He was once on East Dulwich doing a TV show, and I went up to him and I bothered him. I didn't bother him, but he was bothered. I don't know. Darklands is here. I'd rather a great pizza than McDonald's anyway. Well, yeah, probably you're right. Which has more protein? Let's find out which has more protein. Don't cough. Classic pepperoni pizza, 150 grams, has let's see how much protein it has. 18 grams of protein, or 36%. That's a lot of protein. That's a pepperoni pizza. And how much protein does a what was the other thing? McDonald's, a Big Mac meal. Big Mac meal. A medium or a large? We'll do a medium. And one Big Mac meal. It doesn't have the information on that. That's not right. That's not right. Where'd it go? No, that's not right. Let's look for a Big Mac meal. I'm looking here for a Big Mac meal. Jamie Oliver in the U.S. was even better. He showed the kids what nuggets were made of, and the U.S. kids still wanted to eat them. Yes. Yeah. It's like sausages. You don't want to know what's in a sausages. Mark, you guys want to guess what's in a Big Mac meal? Big Mac meal. One Big Mac meal. 25 grams. Did you look that up, Mark Therosian? Did you look that up? Did you look that up? 25 grams. So pizza, 3 slices of 150 grams of pizza has more protein. But yeah, it's more protein. So 25 grams is still a good amount of protein. Yeah, people want it. Kermit is so right. Lewis, you could write a picture book. Yeah, I'll show a picture book showing fat people. Fat people. And Darklands would rather have a great pizza than McDonald's. Okay. I was given that book years ago. I still smoke. You have to want to change your ways. Well, that's true. But yeah, you got to want it. But it helps you to want it. Stop smoking. Stop smoking. How are you going to kiss Lewis Schaffer if you've got tobacco on your breath? That's something else. Be thin and no tobacco on your breath. My daughter, remember, she's got 5 kids. Girl from Mars. My daughter always had a Big Mac without the burger as a child. We were well known in our local drive-thru. She's 40 and still gets the same. How is that good? That means she's not having the meat. She's not having the meat. She needs the meat. That's not healthy. I'm going to pretend that I mean, I love you anyway, girl from Mars, but that's not good. What a guess! I read a while ago that a burger can give you 18 to 25 grams. What is a gram? What is a... Yeah, probably. I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, burgers are 20%. But remember, yeah, that's right. What would you call that picture book you would write, Lewis? Oh, now you're asking me to write a joke. Lewis Schaffer Knows It All. That was the name of a show that I did. Lewis Schaffer Knows It All. No, that's a good name. Starbucks, Subway, all those things take mostly S ingredients, especially Subway is like really horrible, and try to hook you. Yes, they don't try to hook you. We know what are hookable. We know that they're hookable. Sugar and salt and umami, and fat, they're all Moorish ingredients. Starbucks US used milk from cows fed with corn. Corn was sprayed with Roundup and wheat, seed oil, and sugar. Does that mean there was Roundup in the whatchamacallit? We don't know that. We don't know that. Do we know that? Find some proof of that, and not just some website that says that. You know. Grams. You meant grams, Mark Therosian. So I just added a little more protein because it's a meal. Well, Mark Therosian, Mr. Half Armenian guy, is a very bright, smart guy. Very, very bright, smart guy. mouthwash and Tic Tacs. No, because I don't believe in mouthwash. You shouldn't kill the germs in your mouth. It's bad for your mouth. Stop smoking right now. Stop smoking right now. Please. Here comes Kermit. Here, I don't believe in mouthwash or Tic Tacs. They could cause mouth cancer. I'm not even sure about that, but I'm just guessing. Because they're toxic. There's toxicity in Tic Tacs and in mouthwash. It's alcohol or whatever I think our education is bad, Kermit says. But look at whatever podcast. Yeah, I watch that all the time. With grown women who can't name any more countries than France. Of course they don't know what's in their food. Choosing a bear over man. Yeah, but men too are just as... People are stupid. People are stupid, unfortunately. And who knows? I don't want to say people are stupid because some of us could be considered stupid. I don't think you're stupid. I don't think you're stupid. Has anyone tried the 3D food? Anyone seen it? Girl from Mars asks. Has anybody? I haven't seen it. Has anybody? Has anybody seen the 3D food? I know it sounds great, and it's really expensive from an electricity point of view, an energy point of view to create. Rocket League is here, and when he says here, he spells here differently. I'm not going to say wrong, and he spells his own name. He's not a good speller, but I appreciate it anyway. Can you still get Bernard Matthews turkey drummers? I don't remember, but Bernard Matthews, I guess, was a huge brand back in the day. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates would be a good name for your book. I mean, there's already these books. These books. My books are basically not even pages. They're saying how to lose weight. Don't eat carbs. Don't eat toxic seeds. Don't eat any plants. That's how you lose weight. Write down every calorie you eat. Go to the website to find out how many calories you need, and you'll lose weight. But that's an interesting name, Mr. Cuff. Carbohydrates, as in carbohydrates. Okay. Kermit, no, Hunter says, I didn't come out of the school system that long ago, and I can say that even in its current state's school gives you all you need. It's the people who don't care to learn. Yeah, there's lots of bad students. I mean, I don't believe we should have a state education system. You know, it's just the delay. I don't know, it's bad. I don't even know why it's bad, but it's bad. Mark Rosine, it really does make me feel sick when you think of the terrible stuff they put in processed food we willingly consume, it knowing that health is massively affected by it. Yes, that is true. It makes us sick. It makes us sick, but it makes us sick to know that it makes us sick. You're totally right, Mark Rosine. But I still eat it. I go out there and I know, I know the food that I'm eating has lots of ingredients that I shouldn't eat. Mouthwash is bad for you, says Rocket League. Something to do with the nitrogen, especially taking it when you wake up. Probably true. And why do you have to kill the germs? Our body is self-cleaning. Don't eat carbs. You don't need toothpaste. Don't smoke cigarettes. You don't need Tic Tacs. Please. That's everybody. We're going to pray. That's our prayer. Our prayer is for Joe to stop smoking so I can kiss her on the lips. Okay, so we're gonna let's see what else is going on. Turkey steaks. I remember spitting image doing Bernard's bollocks. They're beautiful. Bernard's bollocks. They're beautiful. Lewis. Okay then, says Joe. What's on the menu apart from raw brisket and egg yolks? Cheese. How about hard cheese? There you go. That's what you want. Hard cheese. Lamb, hard cheese. I have sausages. But start there. Start there. Stop smoking. There's hope in the afterlife. Yeah, we're smoking, but there's hope in the afterlife. There's hope that I'm giving the right advice. Imagine if I'm wrong. You think, oh my God, Lewis Schaffer, what a horrible, horrible human being I am for directing you in the wrong way. I apologize. As you people know, I'm not a doctor. I've never been to medical school. I haven't any degree. Mark, sometimes the people in charge benefit from you not knowing. The USA did that exact thing. The devil is in disguise. What is the exact thing that he was doing? Drummers, I forgot about those. What were the flat round turkey things called? I love them. Yeah, they're delicious, but they're horrible. Well, but maybe they're not bad for you, just because they're the bits of the animal you wouldn't normally eat. I heard Quaker Oats ad. I heard a Quaker Oats advertisement today, I guess. They called it ugly oats. Got a Did a dick get a bonus for that? Well, it's similar to those jokes. Like we had a jam in America called Smucker's Jam, and the advertisement was with a name like Smucker's, it's got to be good because it sounds like schmuck, basically. So that's what they said. Hey, everyone, consider buying my book for someone for a Christmas gift. What's your book? What's your book? Some ads are terrible and people get paid good money for the ideas. Yeah. And the most important thing about coming up with those ideas is selling those ideas, selling them. That's what makes you possibly right, Lewis. The fact that you haven't been to medical school. Mark the Rosian, yeah, because I have to research it. I don't just because someone says high cholesterol is bad. Well, let me look for myself. Just because someone says high blood pressure is bad, I'm going to look for myself. Let's all look for ourselves. If I say something, you look for yourselves. Just watch the ads on GB News. Yeah, because they have to hire small little agencies. They don't hire the big agencies with that guy. Who's that guy? That big fat guy who's brilliant. I love watching that guy. But I'm like afraid he's going to die. You know the guy I'm talking about. He's fat. I gave up smoking 8 years ago, Darklands, but now I can't give up the vape. Well, especially the same thing. You're addicted to nicotine and you're addicted to putting something in your mouth. I hope this is the book. I've only read like a fifth of it, if that much. If that much. So let's pray. Let's pray for Darklands to give up vape. And let's pray for Joe to give up the smoke. How about that? Is that good? Can we do that? Give up the vape. Give up the vape. I'm talking about food. That's amazing. Dumb. I know. Big deal for me. What are you talking about? What do you mean by that? I'm talking about food. Anyway, okay. My cholesterol is really high, yet I have great biomarkers and good physical health. Well, every biomarker is up for debate. Check the DMs. Okay, I have to check the DMs. I'll check the DMs. I should check the DMs more. Sorry. This is from Lucy. It's quite possible Lucy could be mad at me. Every time Lucy contacts me, I think, or every time Lucy speaks to me, I'm thinking, messages, Lucy, she shared a post. Okay. Oh, these are the healthy lifestyle heroes. Who are these heroes? Who are these heroes? Oh my God, he looks horrible. Who is he? I don't know who he is. Matt, is that his name? Do you know his name? I don't know his name. Well, what do I do? How do I... Maybe I'll take this. Copy link address. Let me just see if I can put it here. No, that's not it. Thank you for this. Is very help. This is very helpful. Okay, here we go. Here we go, Lucy. Can you see this? Okay, well there you go. Let's get back on track. Thank you for that. Who are the four? Can you put the four names up there? Lucy. Lucy. We're now I've lost control of the thread. I mean, COVID is, I mean, nicotine could be good. It might not be as toxic as you think it is, but it is addictive. But it might not be as toxic. I'm not saying you should take nicotine, but I do think maybe nicotine patches would be better. Maybe nicotine chewing gum might be better, or maybe not. Okay, I'm giving up Starbucks, as Vatanai says. I don't want to eat Roundup made by Monsanto, Bayer, a company in the Gates empire. But you don't believe me. No, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. But the milk comes from someplace? I don't think so. I don't think there's Roundup in a lot of different places. There's no Roundup in Britain. I don't think there is. I don't think there is. Lewis, point zero, Journey to Singularity, a nice fun read. A Journey to Singularity. Do we believe in singularity? Could you do me a favor? I'm going to make a copy of this. I'm going to make a copy of this. Don't go anywhere, everybody. Okay, there's the book. No, that's not it. That's not the book. But that's the thing from before. That's the thing from before. Let me just go back here and go to here. Control C, Control thing. Okay, we're winding up our show. It's been a good show. I can't get it copied. I cannot get it copied. This has been I don't know if it's been one of the better shows that we've had. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed talking to you people. I've enjoyed it. I want to thank Kermit. A lot of information. Even in a strict calorie count of less than 2,000 a day, it made no difference. I don't believe that. I think then you'll have to go to 1,500 calories. You have to know how many calories make you fat. It's like me. I said I had 2,300 calories today. That could be a bit high. I'm not going to lose any weight on that. You have to know, Kermit. No excuses. You got to know. You've got to know. So here we go. Okay, let me go back and see what who those four people are, because I did not recognize those people. I didn't recognize those people. Maybe you can tell me who these people are. Tell me who these people are. Look here. Can you see this here? Okay. I don't know who these people are. I know that guy. I know that guy. Is that Simon Peterson? Because Simon Peterson doesn't want to eat carbs. But you know who eats carbs from McDonald's, or used to? Sean Baker. Just the whatchamacallit. The guy on the bottom. I don't know who the top people are. Who's the top guy? Is that Liverman? Brian Johnson? I don't know who these people are. I don't know who these people are. I don't know who these people are. Okay, let's get back on track. We're going to say thank you to everybody. And then we're going to say, we are all going to close our eyes and say a prayer to Darklands and to Joe. Okay? But first, we're going to say thank you to Rocket League and Mr. Cuff. Thank you for joining in. For Lucy Van Pelt, excellent participation. Excellent, excellent. Thank you, Gnome Hunter and Alex and Lucy and Mark Therosian and let's see what we got here. And it hasn't been super busy today. I'll tell you how many people we've had, but we've had a nice steady amount of people on a Monday. It's been enough for me. Warmellian, you've made me happy. You've made me happy. We've had to block a couple of people. So that's, I don't know what that means. John Miller. Okay. Good job. Trucker from Reno. Excellent. Girl from Mars and Darklands. And we'll say a prayer for Girl from Mars. We'll do 3 prayers to our Lord, to our Lord, to our Lord. And let these 3 know that we care about them. Which, Joe, big round of applause for Joe. Well, let's get Joe to stop smoking. Because she's not going to be able to kiss Lewis Schaffer if she smokes. Okay? You're not going to be. I mean, we can hug and kiss and whatever, other parts, but we cannot kiss on the lips. There's a man called, okay, Lucy. Jedster was here. Thank you, Jedster. Really fantastic. Kermit. And while we're at it, tweet Lewis Schaffer on Twitter, at Lewis Schaffer on Twitter. Okay, thank you, Mark the Rosian. On Twitter, let's tweet that. Also, maybe if you haven't contributed this month, buy Lewis Schaffer a coffee. It'd be a nice thing. It'd be a nice thing to do. Also, go to PayPal at Lewis Schaffer, paypal.me at Lewis Schaffer, or go to Patreon. You can make a slightly larger regular contribution. You could do that. Also, go to Discord. Go to Discord. Discord's like super, super important. Thank you, Kermit, for putting this stuff up. Warmellian, I'm thanking you again. You told me who they were further up. Don't be mad at me, Lucy. Lucy's always like so mad at me. She's like so mad at me. Where is it? I don't see where it is. Yes. Yeah, Joe doesn't think I should make a prayer about smoking. I think smoking you should. I think we should. I think smoking is dangerous. It may not kill you. It may not kill you, but it could be dangerous. It could be dangerous. I don't see that, Lucy. I don't see what you wrote here. I don't see that. Anyway, so I'll just I know just how you feel when Lewis point blank disputes something we say with total integrity and honesty. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because you say, why are you disagreeing with me? I believe this. Maybe all you need to say is, I believe in this so strongly. So strongly. So thank you very much. And here's our prayer. Dear Lord, creator of the universe, creator of earth, creator of us on this planet. We thank you for the lives that we've been lived. There's been pain in our lives, and there's been much joy, and we thank you. Dear Lord, please look after our friends Joe and Darklands and Girl from Mars. They might be doing something that they do not want to do as much as they are doing. And they need strength. And they maybe need a sign from you, dear Lord, that they have the strength for Joe to stop smoking, for Girl from Mars to eat more, to Darklands to give up the vape. And I'll even say a prayer for my friend Kermit for him to stop vaping. Okay? And if these things, vaping, smoking, not eating enough, are healthy and may lead to a happier life, then please ignore this prayer. But if you think it will help them, please give them the strength. Give them the strength, and give Give them all of the strength that they need. And give everyone else who's on this stream the strength to do what they think is best. Scott and Vatanai and Lucy, everyone, all of us. All of us. Amen. Amen. Okay, there you go. So it's Peter Thiel. Is that Peter Thiel? The Liver King? Well, I wouldn't say McDonald's is healthy. It's not. It's the soda's not healthy. The fries are not healthy. The hamburger buns are not healthy. The beef is not that healthy. It's not that healthy. It's not that healthy. But you could find something healthy to eat at a McDonald's if you're very hungry. You could. You could. Okay, so I thank you for that. I don't vape really anymore unless it's in the car, mostly smoking. Lost most of the weight by smoking. No, you lose the weight by not eating. Okay, that's been our show. I think this has been a good show. Addicted to having something in your mouth. I don't know that about smokers. Thank you for the thought. Well, yeah, that's what the book says. The book says people who don't smoke can't imagine how you could put a dirty cigarette in your mouth. People who don't eat like I eat, which is all the time, can't imagine why I eat all the time. But this has been a good show. I eat the same, probably more, but I don't count calories. Okay, if you're losing weight, you don't have to count calories. But I find counting calories very relaxing. Kermit, I want to thank you, Kermit, for your job today. I want to thank you, Lucy, for that information. Brian Johnson is disgusting. I don't like him. I don't know if he's disgusting, but he looks horrible. He looks horrible. I think it's been a good show. It's been one of the best shows that we've had. I mean, whatever, for me. Not that I've done a good job, but it's been very calm and relaxing. So I thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. I hope you can come then. Just to come in to say hello. It's really pleasant. It's really pleasant for me. It's pleasant for me. I'm a great advocate for loads of your views, Vatanai. Lewis, I'm constantly saying, listen to Lewis Schaffer. Remember that. Yes, I do remember it. And I hope you don't think that I am not questioning everything that you say. I basically agree with most of what you've said, Vatanai. So there you go. I have. But I do disagree with some things. And people think that I'm a contrarian. I'm not a contrarian. It's just the world is contrary to me. Any guests? Yes, actually, thank you for mentioning that. My friend, yes, I think Wednesday we might be having a guest. And Thursday, Chinese Elvis might be coming in. So we're going to have a few guests, Alex. I mean, I think of you as my guests. I don't think that we're having guests, but this is good. A prayer. I like that prayer a lot. I'm going to say goodbye. Say goodbye. You never had control, Lewis. Don't worry. I never had control, but we need to have as much control as we can. So we'll see you later. We'll see you the stream tomorrow. Tomorrow at 5. Thank you, Kermit. And thank you for saying you enjoyed the radio show. It was sort of similar to this show, Kermit. I appreciate it. We're going to say goodbye, and in 2 minutes, I'm going to end the stream. Okay? Thank you, Mr. Cuff.